Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How would you feel if I asked you to play a game of charades right about now? I'll be the one describing, and you try to guess what I'm trying to tell you, okay? So, it's something that is very important. In fact, it's actually so important that it keeps our planet alive. Without it, our planet would be in grave danger of both natural and non natural disasters. I'll give you a few seconds to think. Have you guessed what it is yet? Well, ding ding ding! You'd be totally right if you guessed that I was talking about the Indonesian mangroves. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that Indonesia actually has around 3.3 million hectares of mangroves? That's a lot of mangroves, isn't it? For reference, that's more than 3 million football fields. That's a lot. Now, just after listening to how many mangroves Indonesia actually has, you might be wondering right now. But hey, why is it so important? Or why does it matter that we have this many mangroves? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Keisha, and today I will be explaining why it's so important and why it matters that Indonesia has this many mangroves. So, let's dig a little bit more deep to how amazing mangroves are and how that impacts Indonesia's mangroves. So, let's start from the amazing biological properties of mangroves. First of all, mangroves are like natural storage units. They are really great at storing carbon dioxide, which, by the way, is the greenhouse gas that is responsible for making this earth oh so hot, which means that having lots of mangrove trees, like Indonesia does, actually helps to mitigate climate change and global warming. Now, let's not forget about the dense roots that mangroves actually have. These dense roots actually act as a shield from coastal erosions and end up protecting countless of coastal communities in the end. Not only that, mangroves are also responsible for supporting fisheries and also cultural heritage that Indonesia has. Now, funny story about mangroves is that they actually provide a lot for our economy too. They're not just beneficial for the earth, you see, by protecting it from air pollution and global warming, or the people by protecting it from natural disasters. However, they also help our country develop. If you haven't known already, there are spots where you can take pictures of yourself and your family with mangrove trees. However, to take pictures of yourself and your family with these mangrove trees, which are beautiful by the way, in some locations you actually need to pay at least 1 million rupiah to take pictures with a camera, which, to be honest, is actually a fairly reasonable price considering the care and management that people put into these mangroves. Which means that if there were a lot of photographers or a lot of tourists visiting Indonesia, we actually get a lot of benefits from these mangrove trees. Now, you see, the benefits that mangrove trees offer the earth as its protector and also its warrior from global warming, offer the people as its protector from natural disasters, from coastal erosions, and its provider for economics, ends up making Indonesia's mangroves such a big deal for the whole world. Not just in terms of maintaining the biodiversity our Earth has, however, also maintaining and nurturing the lives of many. Now, despite all of the benefits that I have listed about these mangrove trees that Indonesia has, surprisingly, they are actually underappreciated. And because of the lack of media coverage and also care that goes into these mangrove trees from normal citizens like you and I, these mangrove trees are actually in a pretty bad and risky condition right now. Mangrove trees today face the risk of deforestation and also the risk of land conversion into urban housing. Now, although it's important to house our people, we must remember that mangrove trees actually play such a big part in maintaining the survival of many and also such a big part in protecting and nurturing people and their lives in this economy today. And that's why I urge you with this speech today to learn and be aware about mangrove trees. So, I hope that once this speech ends, you remember more in your heart how important mangrove trees are and are always self aware. Thank you.